Hi, I'm Kamaksha, open source software evangelist and also enterprise solution architect. I do write software applications for my teaching needs as well as a couple of software companies in the industry. Today, my presentation is about, I'm going to give a demonstration about a particular area of operations called topic modeling. Topic modeling is topic modeling is regarded as one of the important techniques in the area of text mining, also known as natural language text mining, natural language processing. They're all one and the same. They're all different phrases but refers to the same area of operations. In text mining, there is a kind of activity called latent semantic analysis, which refers to identifying the hidden patterns in a given corpus of text. A corpus is known as a collection of documents. A document is collection of topics, and a topic is collection of words. So this is actually a hierarchy. So given a corpus of documents, the topic modeling. Actually, topic modeling is all about performing using a particular algorithm called LDA, latent deregulate location. So this LDA is actually a very popular algorithm used by the machine learning communities, and the same algorithm can be used to identify some of the topics. And as I said, topic is a collection of words. So this topic modeling is the algorithm LDA is going to identify the topics based on most frequently occurring words across the documents. So there's a beautiful theory. You can just this is not actually a theoretical. I just wanted to give you a practical demonstration. I've written a Python script. By the way, performing this topic modeling is not an easy task. One need to write huge amount of code to perform the topic modeling, which is actually everybody is not writing the code or software is not the everyone's cup of tea. So that's why I just wrote a script, a small script called top-mod.py, and this is actually a script which helps the scholars, academics, or researchers, whoever would like to perform the topic modeling. So they can just obtain the script and use it for creating the topics from a given corpus of text. So what all that you need to do is to go to this green color button, and there is download zip. Press on that. So once you obtain this repo to your computer, so you'll be able to find this type of after you extract, you will be able to find this kind of directory. So this is just going to be the working directory for my work today. And then what you need to do is actually, if you need to make sure Python, because I've written this script by using Python programming language, which is open source and also a cool, highly sought after programming language by the data scientists and analysts. So what you need to do is actually you need to see that. I opened IDLE, which is a very sleek and slender IDE for writing Python programs. So this IDLE is installed in your computer by the soon after you along with Python. So when we install Python in the computer, it brings a few tools, and one of the tools is the editor known as IDLE. IDLE stands for the Integrated Development Learning Environment. It's a very cool IDE meant for teaching requirements, and most of the time we can also write gigantic programs by using this, but that is a different thing. So see that you are in the working directory. This is working directory. Say topic modeling is my directory, which is this. Okay, you can see here. This is my working directory. So you should be in a directory where this script is there. If you are interested, you can also open this script and see it is just a collection of few functions. Some few functions. Which are useful to perform the topic modeling. So what we need to do is, you see actually I have this. So I'm just going to import this. Think that this is a module. So you can just. By the way, there is a file called. There are a couple of other files like data is a data file. Let me open this. So I've collected the data. Okay, and this from 30 different study articles with some certain such criteria. And what is that criteria? I know my criteria because I'm using this file data.xlsx to test this software module. Usually, when you collect the literature, you will not be knowing what are the hidden topics. I mean, the latent semantic. I mean, topics inside that corpus. This is actually a file which has all collected data. I collected this data from the 30 different articles. I searched all this. I mean, I retrieved all these studies from the browser online by using a search criteria called Big Data Analytics and Supply Chain Management. So I know my criteria. So end of this activity, I should be able to, I'm expecting this module return me the same, the titles which has these two, hidden constructs of the study. By the way, construct, factor, component, dimension, all of them are same because they refers to the same. So there are two constructs in this corpus, and each row represents a document. And I don't want all this information. Actually, I organized all this data with some certain research convention that is called APA. Okay, in APA style, so which has author name, year, keywords. So I've seen that almost as much and as much data, as possible from the each study kind of thing. So I just want the data from this variable with a name abstract. Okay, I don't want the rest of the. I'm going to create the topics or obtain the topics by training the data inside a variable called abstract. That is what in short. So first what I need to do is that the another file is requirements. So when you open this, actually this file pickle is not a package. So another file is requirements. This is very important for you. You need to ensure all these packages installed properly. These are all Python packages. So how are you going to do that? I'm just going to show you. Open the PowerShell or CMD in your computer. So pip install -r. So there is the requirements. So when you press enter, and Python is going to retrieve all those packages and set them properly in your computer. Okay, you need to do this. This is one of the prerequisites to use this module. So I installed everything in my computer, so I don't need to do that. So you should have Python set up properly, and you have to ensure all these packages given in the requirements.txt. Okay, now I'm jumping into the analysis. I'm going to import this as usually as we do with any other module or Python package in Python. So import top mod py stmp. So this is an alias. Okay, I assume that you know fundamentals of. You don't need to know. You can just straight away follow. By the way, I created a document. Okay, this is available from my SSRN account. See here, you can see SSRN top mod py singles. So let me show you. All the information related to this module is given here. There are even steps. Okay, I'll show you. So these are the steps. Import the data, create the variable, clean the variable, create and clean the variable, print topics, and then make visuals. That's all. Very simple, straightforward approach. And you, as I said, you should ensure that you are in the current working directory. And then these are the two code snippets that will show you. Everything is explained in detail in this documentation. This is what I'm just going to show you now. Import top mod py stmp. I did that. And then there is a small function called help. Okay, emp. Because so I know about my script, but you may not be knowing about. So what is? So when you press help, then you got the functions here. File import, get header and all. So these are 12 different functions available to perform the topic modeling. So the very first activity, importing the file. For that we got a function called import file. I'm already tmp.file import, and then what is the name of the file? Data.xls. I don't need to write each and every letter. I can make use of the tab button. By the way, I want to save this in an object called data. Okay, this is the object. I'm just importing this file to an object called data, and this data should be but this data going to have all the data which I have in my Excel file. Okay. Now So after this, yeah, data head. Let me see the very first few records of this. You see, this data has, suppose if I want to see the columns, data dot columns. So I just want there are a few columns like serial number, title. All these are the columns in that Excel file. I don't want all these variables. Each column represents a variable. I just need this abstract. For that, there is a function called create variable. Okay, tmp dot create variable. Okay, from what data? What is the variable name? You can just copy this. So otherwise, you may do mistakes. And by the way, I want to save this in an object called var. I'm going to create another object called var, and in this, that column is created. So now var head. So this time we don't have rest of the. So here you have serial number and all everything, but we have only abstract here. Okay, abstracts of 30 different documents. So how do? So in case if you do this len var, you will know. So this is actually a corpus. Var is an object which represents corpus of 30 different documents. Each document is known as, each row represents a unique document, something like that. Now this information is not usable because we may be having a lot of unwanted data in each document. So each row is a document. So two of the activities that we need to perform is to remove some unwanted data like special characters and many other things like. I would like to convert all uppercase letters into the lowercase letters. Okay, so these are the two activities for that. One need to write dozens of test statements, Python statements to achieve that activity. But here we are. Yeah, I provided a function that can be done all the time. You don't need to write all those statements. There is a function called clean var. Okay, you can just do that. tmp dot clean var. Okay, and what? I want to clean the var. And again, I want to save that as an object with a name clean var. Okay. So what this is going to do is that it is just going to clean the var with the name var, and it is going to save clean var. Now clean var head. If you want, you can print. You see now the uppercase letter T converted into lowercase letter, uppercase letter P is converted into lowercase letter p. Okay, clean var head. So if you want, you can also just see all clean var dot. Just press clean var. See 30 different documents. All of them converted to the lowercase letters, and special characters are. So now we are just a couple of steps away from creating the topics. Our data is ready now. This clean var is going to be the input object for each and every. There are two functions. I explained everything in detail in my document. First one is print topics. Second one is print topics with weights. Okay, this print topics is going to print the topics, and print topics with weights is going to print the topics, required number of topics with required number of words with weights. Okay, I'll let you know what it is. But before that, we have one intermittent step, that is creating a word cloud. This word cloud image is very, very important. It will let us know. It will provide a visual with all those words that seems to be prominent in these documents or across documents. So how to do that? You don't need to save this just as I did before. You can straight away use this method, like create word cloud image, and then what? Clean var. Okay. So now it's going to retrieve me. Yeah, very good. See all the title here itself. We can come to know some of the important. If you look at the size of the word represents the importance of that word in the. I think the most important phrase in this corpus seems to be big data analytics and supply chain, as it is expected by me. So as I said, I collected this data, these two phrases, keeping these two phrases in my brain, and the software has retrieved exactly what I was expecting from it. So this word covered visual is very much useful to see uh, some of the important topics, or words at least, in the given corpus. Now you can save this in your computer and use it for creating a report or paper article or maybe a thesis or whatever it is. You can make use of that visual in your reports. Now the last but one step, that is going to be TMP. I want the topics, right? Print, there is a method called print topics. Okay, clean lab. Okay, print topics. Yeah, I think print topics. When you use print topics, let me show you. And there are three arguments, as you see here. Where, nt, nw. Where is clean where, and nt stands for number of topics. I want 5 topics, and let me go for 3 topics, and I let me go for 5 topics. Okay, 3. And then number of words going to be for each topic. I want 10 words. Okay, now let me see what's going to happen. It is going to retrieve me the top 3 topics with each topic with 10 words. Yeah, 0. Number 0 is actually Python indexing starts from 0. So 0 means 1. This is the first topic. Let's look at the topic. Data supply big chain. I mean, this is a big data supply chain, commerce, management, logistics, and everything. Fantastic. So both of the constructs, big data analytics and supply chain management, are there in the first topic, and at the same time there is another useful word, manufacturing. So I can come up with, this corpus represents big data analytics related to supply chain management in manufacturing industry. So that is what is my inference from the very first topic. The second topic is big data analytics. Okay, and then cost, carbon, chain, something like that. No, there isn't distinct pattern in this, but big data analytics is there. There is something called chain. Supply is not there, but management is there. I don't think this don't make any sense to me. Let me look at the third topic: big data, supply chain analytics, paper management, research, study value. Okay, this is just big data analytics, big data analytics, supply chain management, and this is just research paper kind of thing. So third topic seems to be like there isn't distinct area of operations in the third topic, but this topic is the first topic seems to be the most reasonable topic to me. Okay, however, I cannot come to such a fastidious decision. I would like to see the importance of each word in relation with the other words. I mean, the relative importance of words in this topic. So if that is my objective, I can go for TMP, print topics with weights. Okay, and then clean where, number of topic 3, and then number of words 10. Okay, you can even choose 5, 6, whatever it is. It's all optional. Now this time, this is just going to return a list of tuples. Okay, a list is enclosed in Python. A list is enclosed in square brackets. A tuple is enclosed in round brackets. And now 0 represents the topic number 1, and these are the weights. Each word is associated with a weight. So let me copy this first topic and print it here. Let me just go to a Word file, open a Word file. Let me copy the topic here inside our file. Okay, let me have a. The word data seems to be the more prominent word in this topic, and followed by big, chain, supply, something like that. Okay, management, big research paper. This is the topic which I don't like to. I said this is not a relevant topic. Let me go for the topic number 2. And in topic number 2, let's see. Okay, again the word data seems to be most influential word in the corpus, and followed by logistics. I think this seems to be a bit reasonable topic. There is big data analytics, supply, okay, chain, logistic, and it is related to e-commerce platform. So that's how e-commerce platform. Okay, so big data analytics related to supply chain management, but in e-commerce domain. That is what is going to be the topic. Let's see the third topic and take a quick. Now, supply seems to be the prominent word in the topic number 3, and data, BDP, big data, and then analytics is not there, and then supply chain, process, cost. There are a lot of buggy words. So this actually seems to be. So there are two topics which I identified that make sense in my analysis. One is the big data analytics. The first one, the big data analytics related to supply chain management in manufacturing. Okay, and then big data analytics related to supply chain management in e-commerce industry. So these two topics, I infer these two topics as most suitable topics given this corpus for study. Kind of, given all this data, all these abstracts. So in these abstracts, these are the two most latent patterns. So each pattern is a topic, and the topics are like this: big data analytics related to supply chain management. In e-commerce industry, big data analytics related to supply chain management in manufacturing industry. So these two seems to be most reasonable topics for this literature or the corpus. Okay, this is all about the topic modeling. Why I created this script is that especially in academics, when scholars submit literature, the reviewers are supposed to evaluate that literature and suggest a kind of but there is a lot of subjective evaluation. No, the objectivity and subjectivity, both of them are important. So there is a lot, even though the reviewers neglect the objectivity in the data and they just confine to the subjective evaluation, there's a lot of personal opinion that creeps into this assessment and evaluations. Whenever there is a personal opinion, there will be a lot of biased practices. So no, it's not research. Research is scientific and systematic. It need to be a kind of there need to be a kind of evidence based. These weights actually provides evidence in support of the candidate's argument why a particular topic should be a suitable topic for a given the collection of text or maybe corpus in hand. Thanks for watching this video. This is what I would like to explain in this video. Stay tuned for the new content. Please subscribe to my video channel. Thanks once again.